I need to tell you something. I'm sure you're wondering what this ribbon is for. Whenever people open a new store, or open a new park, or open a stadium, they have a ribbon cutting ceremony. And today we're starting a new unit in writing, and you're going to be writing a new way. So I put a ribbon across our writing area. Okay, so gather around. Come up here. So back up so everybody can see. There you go. So, since we're starting a new way of writing, it's kind of a big deal, isn't it? Right? Okay, take 2 steps back. Nobody needs to touch it except for Mrs. Lewis. Thank you. All right. So we're going to cut the ribbon for a new way of writing. Are you ready? Okay, you're going to shout hooray? Hooray! All right, so let's the work begin. Okay, go to the carpet. Okay, writers. Today I want to teach you that writers think about the things they're going to make. Okay? And there are different kinds of writing. Let's look at these pictures. What are these pictures of?
Dogs.
They're all pictures of dogs, aren't they? Are these the same kind of dogs?
No.
No, they're different kinds of dogs. But are they all dogs?
Yes.
Yes. So just like there are different kinds of dogs, there are different kinds of writing.
There are some different kinds of cats.
So today marks the start of a new kind of writing. We're going to write books called how-to books or direction books, okay? Writers, today I want to teach you that just like there are different kinds of dogs, there's different kinds of writing too. And before a writer writes, the writer thinks, what kind of thing am I going to make? Okay? So, a long time ago, we wrote this story, The Sneaky Snake. This was a narrative small moment story, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And what was it about, Johnny Ray?
A snake came in our classroom.
The day a snake came to our classroom. This is a story.
That is scary.
This was a story. There's a different kind of writing too. This is a how-to book. And we wrote this right before Christmas break, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
This was how to line up. These are both writing, but they're different kinds of writing. Okay? So remember, before a writer writes, they think, what kind of thing am I going to write about? And since you have gotten so much older and so much bigger since winter break, I think you can figure out this new kind of writing on your own. All right? So I thought maybe I could read a little bit of a how-to book to you, and then I could be really quiet and you could talk to each other about what you notice in this book. Okay, do you want to try that? Yeah. All right. Before we do that, I want to remind you that you're going to be turning and talking to your partner. What happens if your partner's not here today? What should you do?
Go with another person.
Right, find somebody else. Okay, so how to line up. Daniel, sit nice and tall. How to line up. Step 1, walk to the door. Step 2, be safe, nose and toes pointed to the door. Step 3, hands by your side. Step 4, have a quiet mouth. All right, I want you to turn and talk to your partner about what you notice in the how-to writing.
Fiona, you want to do this with me? I don't have
Turn and talk to your partner.
I noticed there's like power to the door. It's colors. Okay, this is and there's a door.
Kindergarten, turn back to my writing chair, please. So I heard some really great things you noticed about how-to writing. I think you're ready to figure out how-to writing on your own. So writing workshop is a little different today, okay? Today I put some books on your table, and you're not going to write right away this time for writing workshop. You're just going to look at the books and you're going to talk about what you see in the books and see if you can figure out how the how-to writing goes. But before we do that, it's really helpful, writers, if you have an idea of what you're going to write first. So I want you to stop and think right now. Look at me. Think about something you know how to do that you could teach someone else. Maybe you know how to fish. Maybe you know how to ride a scooter. Maybe you know how to give a dog a bath. Maybe you know how to make a pancake. Think about something you know, and when you have an idea, give me a thumbs up on your knee. When you have an idea of something you know how to do, and you could teach it to somebody else, give me a thumbs up. It looks like almost everybody has an idea. Colin, what's your idea?
Build a snowman.
Build a snowman. Writers always think about start writing. Okay? All right, off you go. Oh, that's a good idea.
This is mine.
Some of the books I wrote, some of the books some other kids wrote.
Did you write this?
Yeah, talk to Luke about what you see. What do you see in this book? Show Jonathan.
I see cooking stuff. I see a person walking to the door. I see
So what do you see here?
I see a sandwich.
What are they doing? What did this author do?
I see someone looking.
They wrote numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think the numbers are for?
You draw first. The numbers are 4, so you know what you start with.
Oh!
2, I see someone.
Tell Jonathan that. What do you notice about this book? What did you notice about this book? Let's open to a page. What did you notice? What did you notice about the pictures? There's food. Okay. What do you think the pictures are telling you? Oh, they maybe how to make a pizza. Can you share it with Veronica, with Bella? I heard from each table, when you looked at these books, guess what? These are all how-to books. Carson has a book, How to Draw Sharks. And he noticed that on his book, all the steps of how to draw a shark are numbered. And you start with number 1. And Colin has a book that has recipes. And he found a page that teaches you how to make pizza. And the pictures are numbered, so you start with number 1. And John,
How to ride scooter.
how to ride an electric scooter. Oh my gosh. Can you tell me all the steps how to do that?
First, on an electric scooter, and then you put your feet, and then you grab onto the wheel and twist the thing, and you will go fast.
Wow. What you just told me sounds just like a how-to book. You told me all the steps. You taught me how to ride a little scooter.
Electric.
Electric scooter. That is very cool. I can't wait to read all of your stories. I'm going to stop you just for 1 minute. You guys are doing a really great job writing how-to books. I'm hearing you say things like, first, you, next, or last. You're really making your book sound like a teaching book and not like a story. You're doing a really great job. I want to remind you that as you finish your how-to book, you can just go over and get more booklets and keep writing. Keep writing how-to books, okay? Okay, go back to work. We are here. We are here. Okay, sit all the way down your bottom, writers. Okay, Veronica, come sit. Just leave it. Good job. All right, so we just started our new how-to unit in writing. You are writing books that teach people. So let's think about how how-to books are different than storybooks. Okay? Can you think about that for a minute? How are how-to books different than storybooks? We're going to make a chart for that. Johnny Ray, what do you think?
Because it teaches me books don't teach.
So how-to books teach. So I'm going to put teach right up here. Good.